So as an accountant, you probably get a lot of advertisements for accounting softwares. You have like QuickBooks, Drake, you have tons of software that can actually add a lot of value to your company. But there's also a very big chance that you actually don't know which CRM software and software in general to actually use. Maybe you have so many software in use that you spend a lot of money and you actually don't really know if they are actually useful for your business. So in this video, we are actually going to talk about the CRMs that I actually recommend accounts to use, mainly from a sales and marketing perspective. So first of all, I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Daan and I'm the owner and founder of Accounting Kings. Since 2019, we've worked with hundreds of accountants to help them get more small, medium-sized business owner clients who outsource their tax and accounting services, and it works really well. And I make these videos just to actually share all the knowledge that I have so you can implement it in your own firm and actually just make some extra money from it and help more people. So first of all, I want to stress one big thing. You do not need a CRM to actually run a profitable accounting firm. I was actually talking with an accountant the other day, starting an accounting firm, and he was telling me that he needs to get a CRM first. And I was asking him a couple questions, and he actually told me that he did not have any clients yet. He knew already exactly how to operate a CRM system if he got clients, but he didn't have any clients yet. So he was actually able to actually properly serve his clients within a couple of days if he finally got a few. And he also didn't have any leads to actually reach out to. So he wanted to invest money into a system, in a CRM system, without having any idea of how to get leads. And he actually didn't need a CRM system at all, because a CRM system is worthless from a sales and marketing perspective if you do not have leads right now, or you don't have any idea of how to get the leads, or if you don't have any clients yet. So that's one very big thing I want to stress in the beginning. It can be a very shiny object. So that you need to realize that if you are getting thousands of ads every single day about you need to hire and get CRMs, you actually don't want to buy a CRM for the sake of having a CRM. I actually also know a lot of accountants that operate 90% of their businesses from Google Sheets and also just Word documents, which, if you think about it, is kind of all you need. Especially as an accountant, you know how sheets work, so you know also how to get most out of it. There are a few reasons why you want to have a CRM. It's very easy for sales and marketing, for operations, and it's also very easy, for example, to pay your staff or just to properly serve your clients. They can see a dashboard or upload files way easier. And there are definitely a couple benefits to have a good CRM for your accounting firm. And in this video, we are going to discuss the best CRM systems for sales and marketing purposes. So really good software, and I will link them all below in the description. If you are doing cold emails, you are sending cold emails to business owners you potentially want to work with, maybe you have a specific industry you work with, I highly recommend to use Instantly. Instantly is a software where you can actually also buy email accounts to send the cold emails from, but they will also warm up the email accounts, and they will also make sure and give you advice to how to land in the inbox and how to actually properly structure your cold email. So if you are planning to do some form of cold email, I highly recommend using Instantly. At the end of this video, I'm actually going to discuss the one big CRM that changed everything for my clients from a sales and marketing perspective, and also for my business. So definitely make sure to stick around till the end. So for cold email Instantly, because of the reason I told you earlier, they actually provide services that you can actually just buy emails from them, which saves you a lot of time. You can actually warm up the emails, because otherwise you actually land in spam, and if you land in spam with cold email, your email will not even be opened, so it's just total waste. And they actually also teach you how to write good emails that actually get a lot of engagement and that you can actually use to actually book more meetings from it. So Instantly, if you are using cold email. If you actually want to use a email list, so you want to actually send emails to your clients, which I, by the way, highly recommend. But the biggest reason why business owners leave their current accountant is because they don't hear anything from them. And if you just send a monthly or even a weekly newsletter with just updates of tax laws and things that they may find interesting, then there's just another point of contact to your client. And if they then maybe are talking to a friend of them or a friend of theirs, or they are talking to family members, and the word account comes up, you are still highly fresh on their mind, and they will most likely refer you more often. So that's definitely something I recommend. And if you are using email lists, I highly recommend to use Mailchimp. Mailchimp is very easy to just send out a couple hundreds or even a couple of thousands, 100,000 emails. They have the best templates, formats, and also if you use the structure that actually Mailchimp recommends, the chances of you landing in the inbox is also way higher, which of course, again, if your emails are landing in the spam, they are not going to even be clicked on or opened. Nobody's going to read them, so it will be a total waste. So for cold email, use Instantly, again, links in the description. If you are using email list, Mailchimp is the easiest way to get started. If you are actually gathering leads through marketing or cold outreach and you want to actually email them and send them SMS messages, which I highly recommend. I actually recorded a video a couple days or weeks ago regarding how to actually create a good sales and marketing process where emails and SMS messages was also a part of. ActiveCampaign will help you out a ton with this. ActiveCampaign is the software that you can actually use to nurture leads through email and SMS. So you can actually get them engaged. So let's say that someone submits a form online to actually request a free consultation or a free quote, or they are just interested in your company in general and your services. And you don't have the chance to call them within a couple minutes, so you don't want to get the lead to be cold. Thus you send them an email or an SMS message to actually just engage them. And in those emails and SMS messages, you can also ask them questions so that you can keep the conversation going outside of just calling them, because you probably don't have the time 24/7, at least I hope, because then you are definitely a big workaholic, but you don't have the time to answer the phone 24/7. You also need to sleep and spend time with your family. So you also want to have a software in place that can actually send those emails and SMS messages to your leads, which ActiveCampaign will help you out with. So again, they will make sure that you land in the inbox if you just follow the steps. And it's also really easy to set up. For marketing purposes, if you are doing meta ads, LinkedIn ads, or search engine optimization and search engine ads like Google and Bing ads, then I highly recommend that you create landing pages, as you all know. And the easiest way to actually create landing pages for just one single software is ClickFunnels. You've probably heard it before, maybe you're a little tired of hearing about it. But ClickFunnels is simply the easiest way to actually create landing pages. They have templates for you to use that are proven to work for others. And they are just also very reliable. You know for sure that if there's an issue, you can just contact support. They will actually help you out. So with ClickFunnels, there are a couple of packages that you can use, and it's also not the most expensive software to actually build landing pages from. And the main thing is, and this I want to stress this a lot, and stress this with a very bold stress, if you are actually going to use software and you want to send emails and SMS messages, and you also want to use landing pages, you do not want to use all of those software separately. So what I did in the beginning when I was starting out about 6 years ago, I was running those ads for accounting firms and I wanted to send emails, so I was using Mailchimp. I also wanted to send SMS messages, so I was using ActiveCampaign. I was not even using the mail feature from ActiveCampaign. But I also wanted to use landing pages because those convert better, so I was actually also using ClickFunnels. I was separately using all of the software, which is first of all very pricey, but second of all, it's also not very efficient, because every single time you want to make a small change, you actually need to go log out from one software, log into the other software. You need to make sure everything is connected properly, which is a very hassle-full thing to do. So one big software that actually changed everything around for my business and also my clients is actually GoHighLevel. And maybe you've heard of this software before. I'm not affiliated with them. I will link them all in the description. So if you only want to send emails with a mail letter, So if you only want to send emails to your email list, just use Mailchimp. If you only want to use a landing page, when you want to follow up on leads, which I do recommend though, just use ClickFunnels. HighLevel though is a more complex software, but it has everything that you need from a sales and marketing perspective. So this channel, of course, for now is mainly focused on getting clients, higher revenue tax and accounting clients. In the future, we maybe also shift a little bit to actually hiring for growth for accounting firms, but for now it's about getting clients. And GoHighLevel is actually the software that you want to use if you want to nurture your leads through email and SMS. You can even call them, you can create your landing pages, you can also send emails to your email list. If you actually got an email that I uploaded this video, the email was sent through HighLevel. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to share my screen right now, and I'll actually show how we use this software to actually nurture the leads for our clients and how we set everything up from all the workflows, the whole sales pipeline, because I do know that clients, before they work with us, some of them actually have HighLevel already. And if you are watching this video and you've heard of it and you want to try this out yourself, you can just basically refer to this video. I'm going over the basics of what I have done using the HighLevel software so that you can just grab the foundation from it and just have a head start, and you don't have to learn like 99% from it. So here we are back again in the HighLevel software. Again, the links are all in the description. So one thing I really like about HighLevel is that it has a very clear overview of how your sales and marketing processes are actually doing. So for example, you can see all the opportunities that you have, the value of the opportunities, how much money is in your funnel, and you really need to track everything about sales and marketing, because the number one most important metric to actually track if you are doing sales and marketing is not cost per click, cost per appointment, or cost per lead, it's ROI. If you are having a cost per appointment of $1,000, but all of those appointments convert to clients that are going to pay you $5,000 per month for CFO services, that's still a good campaign. And with this software, you actually have a really clear overview of what the actual ROI will be for your marketing campaign. So a couple things, you have the conversations over here, and this is such a game changer because you can have all the conversations from the calls that you are going to do to leads, to SMS messages and emails, all in one place. So if you have employees and you have staff members that are actually helping you with your sales and marketing, and you want them also to be in contact with the leads, then you actually can also see the conversation that they have with the leads before you actually have a meeting with them. So let's say that you have employees that are doing the whole qualification, and they take actually the first appointment before the appointment comes to you, because you only really want to talk with leads if they are very warm. Then you can just go back into the conversation and you can actually just take a look at what has been discussed, which is pretty helpful. Calendars, you can just connect your calendar account like Calendly. That's another software you can use for calendars, by the way. Most people already know that software. But Calendly, you can actually use this, the calendar feature, you can use this to actually just connect your calendar so that the appointments are scheduled only when you want them. Then the opportunities, this is very helpful because what you can actually do, this is the sales pipeline that you can just copy from us, and you can have multiple pipelines, by the way. So for our clients, for example, we have a pipeline for incoming calls and new leads. So if someone submits a form, they land over here, and if they actually give a call, they land over here. And then if it's a hot lead, we put them in here and we call them a couple more times per day instead of just the normal follow-ups. So a lot of the accountants I actually work with, they actually tell me, hey, I really like that you guys are doing all of the follow-ups. And follow-ups are one of the most important things that you can do if you are actually doing a marketing campaign for your firm, because you can generate a lead. For example, let me quickly go back. You can generate a lead, and the lead can be in the new lead stage. But if you are not properly following up on the lead, you can never schedule a lead, because they are not going to do it without you actually reaching out to them if they did not schedule online already. So this is just very helpful to have a clear overview of the leads that you are generating from the sales and marketing efforts. With the appointment scheduled pipeline, you can actually do a couple more things. So we don't do this for our clients because it's kind of impossible to do, simply because the following thing, we don't follow up on the lead after the first conversation, and that's something that you actually do want to do, but you of course need to have a lot of context and you need to know exactly what has been talked about in this conversation. So only the person that is actually at the conversation with this lead, for example in the office, can properly do the final stages of the follow-up. And you can actually create stages in here where you can say follow-up meeting 2 scheduled, for example, or needs to get follow-up, or needs to get proposal, needs to get an engagement letter. So it's very clear where every single lead is in the sales pipeline. And then you can actually go to the dashboard, and then over here you can actually see where the biggest percentage of leads are and where you are basically leaving money on the table. So the main reason why I recommend this software is because I tell you guys so often that it's so important that you properly track everything, because if you have a very low cost per lead but a very high cost per new client from your sales and marketing efforts, and your campaign is unprofitable, but you are looking at the cost per lead as like the main metric of the campaign, then you are simply losing so much money. And with this software, you can actually really clearly see if the campaign is making money, first of all, because you can connect for example, if you're doing meta ads, you can connect meta, and you know that all the leads in this, for example, specific pipeline, or all the leads in the CRM in general, are from sales and marketing from meta. And then you can know, okay, well, if we have in the new client stage, so you can make a pipeline stage, we have 15 clients, and you've done the math, you know the clients by now, and you know, okay, well, they paid us this amount of money. You can simply know, okay, well, the return on investment is a 2 or 3x, for example, per dollar we invest. So that's the reason why I highly recommend this software if you are going to use your own sales and marketing processes. So I've created videos on how to run and create Google Ads. I've created videos on how to actually create a sales and marketing process. So it made a lot of sense to actually create this video too, to actually show you how we manage our sales and marketing process, because you can create your sales and marketing process, and if you can do everything from Google spreadsheets, but it is very hard. So you can actually go into a Google spreadsheet, make a tab, and you can say, okay, well, this tab is named follow-up number 1, or this tab is made cancellation. But then you actually also need to manually follow up with emails and SMS messages and calls, which can all be automated over here. Even the calling using AI, that's another video I've made, is now automated. So it's a really powerful CRM system to have. So again, I want to give away as much value as possible and give away as much information as possible on sales and marketing for accountants. So this software was and still is and is going to be a very big part of all of the sales and marketing efforts that you want to do for your firm. Can also, I will quickly dive into the automations. So for example, let's stay in the topic of lead nurturing. You can have lead nurturing. So if someone is giving a call and we do not pick up the phone, which with AI is not happening anymore, but a couple months ago was, they will already directly get an SMS. So for example, you go into a workflow and you can actually say, okay, well, if so this is we've made changes because of the AI, but we can just send them SMS messages. So after directly, they get an SMS message if you don't schedule an appointment, but they also get an SMS 4 hours later, 1 hour, 1 day, and then 22 hours later, right? So they get an SMS message every single day before the first couple of days. Same thing if they actually submit the form, but they do not schedule. We make sure that we actually wait for 5 minutes, because maybe they schedule 5 minutes after they submit the form. But if they do not schedule, we send them an SMS and an email. So it's very powerful to have the CRM if you are going to create your own sales and marketing processes. So I hope that this gave you some insights in when to use CRMs, first of all, for what you can use CRMs for, but mainly that if you really want to build your own sales and marketing processes, that you need a CRM like GoHighLevel that I showed you before. If you have any questions about that, by the way, just leave them in the comments If you like this video, just send me a thumbs up so that the algorithm knows that you like videos about growing accounting firms, so that you actually can learn more. And also subscribe if you do not want to miss any other videos. Also, if you are an accountant, by the way, and you want to get more higher revenue tax and or accounting clients, there's another link in the description that you can click on where you can actually take a look at what we do, and you can schedule a free growth session without any obligations. So thanks again so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.